Hey guys, thanks for being back. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of questions that came up with my video that I'm going to link right here, where I'm describing the process of writing, illustrating, and publishing my first book in a day. And one of the questions that we'll talk about today is about the illustrative part, meaning how did I kept an ongoing theme so that you could recognize that it all belongs into the same book. So I'm sure there's more than two ways, but I'm aware of two ways how you could go about that. And the first way, which is what I did not do, is called stable diffusion. That's essentially where you train the model to use an image that you generated and use that through generating other context, meaning you have a character and then you want to guide them through a storyline in a book, then that's what that would be. It's called stable diffusion. It involves a little bit more of coding. What I opted for instead for the kids book is actually, let me find the kids book. What I opted out for the kids book is using a trick that is integrated in our brain, which is pattern recognition. And I mentioned that last time on the video. What I did was I created a pattern that we as humans can recognize, and that is animals with colors that they shouldn't be. Okay, let me see, like a blue giraffe. We have a green tiger. We have black butterfly. There's black butterflies, but a purple elephant, silver salamander. Essentially, that makes it easy for us as humans to recognize a pattern without me having to code some stable diffusion model, or I don't know. There's probably some way to do it a little bit easier too. I just didn't have the time at that point. And so that's the answer to the question. If you wonder how to get a consistent, maybe pattern or recognizable style, then just try to focus on something that makes it easy for people to realize that this is a pattern. Another example is my second book that I'll talk in a second video about. Let me just pull this off real quick. So my second book that I'm working on right now, let me just go up here. This is just a template, so don't worry about it. But the book is going to be a coloring book for adults. And the theme of the coloring book, again, which generates the pattern in our brain, is going to be adulting. So being an adult. And even though you can see the styles are not exactly the same, like here or here or here, the style is a little different, but I will have an overarching topic that we as humans can recognize as a pattern, and that's how we'll create it as a book. So this is what it's going to look like. And trust me, once I put like little speaking bubbles, like here on this one, for example, forgetting to pay a bill and getting hit with late fees, that is one of those examples that will make it a pattern, because I will put a little bubble like this in every picture so people can understand what I'm trying to express with it. And I think it will be fun exercise. It's going to be obviously more illustrative and less text-based. But also, I actually used ChatGPT in order to generate those situations, and then I use those situations that are relatable, and I will then turn them into a graphic that works just as well. Anyway, I'll talk a little bit more about this book in a little while, once it's closer to completion, maybe in a week. Other than that, I hope this was a little bit more explanatory how I did the consistent theme throughout this bedtime stories book. Let me know if you have any other questions about this, and I'll be happy to answer them. And I'll see you in the next one.